people that think that you've got $1 million idea inside of you right now, but you don't tell anybody, and then it just takes too much time and effort to actually see it through, so you just give up on the idea, right? Kristen had one the other night that I thought was $1 billion idea until it wasn't.
Apple had apparently already thought of it.
Yeah. So we're sitting around dinner, Abby and Mo and Kristen and I the other night, and the amount of pictures that pop up on my phone when they're saying, hey,
1 year ago today.
Right, are of my ex, right? And I just have been exhausted by the thought of having to go through all the pictures. I mean, it was a long-term relationship also, going through all the pictures and deleting them maybe one by one, right? I just didn't want to do that. So they're sitting in my phone and they pop up and they don't feel great to me. So Kristen said, I think it was your idea the other night.
It was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There should be an app.
Yeah, there should be an app that does face recognition, and you're like, hey, delete this person from all of my social media and all of my photo.
Yeah, your photos in your photo
album.
Yeah.
Your photo album. And Bert's like, that's genius. And then Mo comes back to the table and he's like, yeah, your phone does that.
I felt so bad. Yeah, I was so excited about the idea. I think Apple has covered that one.
You could literally do it in a second, right? Yeah. In a second. So when you open up your phone and you go to your contacts, there's going to be like 20 people that you either search or have pictures of more than anybody else in your phone. And if you just click on that person, all the pictures come up, and then you could just hit select all and then delete them all. It takes you 2 seconds. I had no idea.
My phone, for some reason, decided that one photo I took of Kristen and like Nick Jonas, I think, or Joe Jonas, was a very important person in my phone, and it kept highlighting him, and I was like, I don't want to see a Jonas brother. There's one photo of him.
I was so desperate to get rid of these pictures, I really had the thought a couple of months ago that, you know what, I'm just going to have Mikey go through my phones and delete them one by one, and I'll pay him $50. And then I thought, there are some pictures in there I don't want him to see, so I'm going to have to do this one myself. All right, so Jackson and Mikey are in here today with their $1 million ideas, and we are going to see if they have any legs at all.
You might be overselling us on the $1 million part. This might be worth $5 to $10, but we'll see what it is. So the way that this is going to work is Mikey and I have thought of one trivial problem that exists in the world, and we have come up with products that are set to solve said problem, okay? And we're going to pitch our products Shark Tank style, and you guys are going to vote on who you would rather invest in at the end.
Okay.
Does this make sense? Okay. So this week's trivial problem, this one's for the guys out there. You know when you go to the bathroom and you always inevitably have the last few drops end up back in your pants?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
You didn't say number one, so I...
Number one.
What kind of number twos are you doing,
That's what I was about to ask Jackson.
It's a really bad day.
This wasn't my problem.
No.
Somebody is eating way too much fiber.
And
Number one.
just to clarify, that doesn't happen every time.
It happened to me. I had to take my shoes off that day.
I think we're talking about two different things.
There were drops everywhere.
For me, it happens at least 50% of the time.
What?
I think so too.
I've got a dribble.
Not you? I thought that was every man in the world.
Me too.
No,
Yeah, every man goes through this.
No, it's like once every 3 months, man.
No way.
What are you, the greatest shaker of all time?
Okay, well, we know that the problem exists. There's varying levels of occurrence
You
and
guys are like
frequency.
toddlers trying to figure it out for the first time.
I mean, you can stand there and shake for 5 minutes. It's never finished as soon as you put your pants back on.
Maybe your tunnel is a little longer than mine.
All right, so I'll be starting us off for our very first pitch here. All right, Sharks. I am seeking one firm handshake and 2 crisp high fives in exchange for 100% of my non-existent company, the Wiz Watcher.
The Wiz Watcher.
For my dudes out there, are you tired of the last few drops of pee ending up in your pants every single time you go to the bathroom? Well, get used to it because I don't have a miracle cure for that because that's out of my control. As my grandfather always told me, no matter how much you wiggle and dance, the last few drops will always end up back in your pants.
That's a fact.
That is not true.
It's a fact.
You are so in the minority here. Mo, Jackson, Mikey, and my 3-year-old son all have this problem.
The only good genetics my dad has ever given me might be this.
Blessed, man.
I'm blessed.
If this is inevitable, why don't we try to capitalize on this? This is why we've teamed up with the company Pretty Litter and launched our very own product, the Wiz Watcher. For those of you who don't know what Pretty Litter is, it's cat litter that changes color when your cat goes to the bathroom and detects pH levels and other health markers so you can ensure your cat is healthy. So why don't we do the same thing for us? Our patented product fits on the inside of all forms of undergarments, boxers, briefs, and everything in between. The Wiz Watcher captures those last few droplets, and our revolutionary Wiz Watch technology instantly scans the liquid and sends a notification to your phone with your results.
So you've basically created panty liners for men.
Yes, but it tracks your health. But it tracks your health.
But it tracks your health.
Wait, so you got to have cat litter in your underwear?
No. That's just where the technology's derived from.
Okay, so no litter.
No, just a panty liner that will tell you if your pH levels are too high in your pee.
We're trying to sell men on pads?
Hey, let me cook. Your biohacking is bio-lacking without this product. So join me and over 6 other loyal customers who have started their journey into the wonderful world of Wiz wearables.
Bart would like to order 100.
He doesn't need them.
I don't know. I mean, if we're going around the table like they do at Shark Tank, I would say this is not a thing for most men. So for that reason, I'm out. But maybe I'm the anomaly.
I would say I do think men need a solution, but that's not the one.
That's not it.
That's fair.
This feels like an ignorant lady question, but have you considered toilet paper? Like, can you just do a little dab?
I do that.
But,
I'll do
but
that.
if you're
I'll do
standing
that.
at a urinal, there is no toilet paper.
Does it track your health?
Well, no. This is not.
What if the toilet paper tracked your pH levels?
She's not talking about when you're sitting on a toilet,
Nah.
right? Yeah. This is a standing up shake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she said, can't you use toilet paper? But if you're standing at a urinal, there's no toilet paper within access of you.
Okay, we're going to circle back to this problem later in the show because I want to see if I'm in the dead minority on this.
We're not doing a poll on the show.
Well, that's an interesting use of words. But as I'm looking around the room, Mo says it's a problem. Jackson said, Mikey, Tommy said so, and we have an engineer in here that's been like shaking his head. Yes, also. So maybe I've got a real gift.
I legit thought that every man went through this.
Yeah, me too.
Also, before I start, I'd like to go ahead and admit my problem's a little bit worse. I get the dribble on the outside.
Excuse me?
Of what?
Of my pants.
What are you, 2?
Fam, what?
I dribble on the outside of my pants. I gotta admit it. There's a problem to be solved. I'm gonna solve it. I'm not proud of it, but I'm gonna solve
How
it.
is that possible?
I don't know, man. I just dribble. I dribble on the outside.
Kristen's 4-year-old son Jimmy has the same problem.
Seriously.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Well,
You guys
then
are
I have a solution for the two of us.
So what? I've got so many questions. We'll save it for bonus, but I got so many questions. Like, yeah.
Save it for bonus.
Here's my question.
Okay.
Mikey, do you know what an inside thought is?
Never heard of it.
That was one.
Let's get you a journal.
I have an outside dribble. All right. Fellas, is there anything worse than being in a rush, hitting the urinal before the big meeting, and wouldn't you know it, you look down and there it is, the dreaded dribble.
Is that why you never wear khakis?
Yeah, it shows up worse on gray sweatpants. And now it's actually, there is no solution.
Stick with dark jeans, bro.
But I do have a solution for that. In a pair of gray sweatpants, you have no chance of hiding it. I've had to go as far as putting my entire pants under the sink to make it all the same color. Well, I think I speak for.
This is crazy.
It's crazy.
What is going on?
I think I speak for all dribblers, no matter their gender or orientation, that when I say we are fed up, you've heard of house shoes, you've heard of gym shorts, you've heard of street hats, but get ready for bathroom pants.
That was very anticlimactic.
That was the landing.
Disposable pants at every urinal.
Diapers?
Come on, fam.
No, disposable pants.
Like tearaways? Like
Tearaway. All right, hold on. It seems like nobody's really attaching to this idea. So good thing I have a couple more ideas here.
Oh, okay.
I also have.
Wait, I'm not done with
No.
this one.
Okay, so you like it? All right.
So these, no, I hate it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just really curious. So these go underneath the pants?
They're latex. You take your pants off, you put on these latex pants, it bounces right off.
Oh, wow.
I'm so confused.
So now you're going to need hooks by the urinal so people can hang their pants.
No, it's like, you know those latex gloves that you pull out of that box?
Yes.
It's like that.
Oh, so it goes over your pants to shield them from the dribble?
No, you gotta take your pants off.
I know. It sucks, but you do have to take your pants
In
off.
front of everyone at the urinal?
What?
So you're at the urinal, you drop your pants,
Yeah.
you're butt naked,
Yes.
and then you put on new pants.
Correct.
For how long? When can you put your regular pants back
Or
on?
you finish at the urinal when the dribble's gone.
Dude,
Don't you think men are going to feel uncomfortable dropping everything?
It's worth it.
You thought this through?
I'm into it.
Maybe we should go on to the next one.
Okay.
I think we're done.
I'm going to skip this one. I'm going straight to the Automator 3000. Automated urinal extender. Bowl extends until it hits your legs. Boom. The Mr. Robo Shake. That's self-explanatory.
Mr. RoboShake.
Wait, what?
It is not self-explanatory.
So you've got a robot in there that does the shaking for you?
Yeah, he'll shake.
There's going to be some freaks in there using it for other things.
Going to the bathroom quite often there.
Shake Weight 2.0.
Tommy doesn't drink any water at all, and he's been in there for 4 hours.
I also have some pant clips. It's basically just binder clips for the top of your pants to reduce surface area for dribble. The drawback is you have to pull your pants down past your butt.
Okay.
So,
all right. I think we played this one out.
Yeah, we did.
I am utterly stunned that this is even a common problem.
I'd like 6 more.
You learned something.
This is safe. We're not done with you just right now.
The Bert Show.